we are going to discuss more on these skills, what it is about, the skills that you need to get into that job market, and of course how to find clients. And we will talk about some of the kind of the average pay per skill. So from that vote, or from that poll that we did on that group, I was really shocked to realize that no one actually cares about online writing. Yeah, like, man, out of actually all the skills or all the jobs that I posted on that, or that was on that poll, only no one voted for article writing. So I don't know. I don't get it. Do you guys, what's wrong with article writing? I don't get it. I thought guys would be voting for it. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can tell me in the comments, like, okay, why is it that article writing got 0 votes? And actually data entry got the highest vote, that's 27, and followed by virtual assistant, followed by web development, followed by graphic design, and then all of that. So I have created this training video to kind of touch on all of these skills, or on all of these jobs that you can do online based on that poll. Yeah, so if you are from my WhatsApp group, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you are watching this on TikTok, come on, I have a YouTube channel that you can visit, and that's where I keep sharing more. So I had an idea, before we get into this, I had an idea of, developing this more into something that's really helpful. So I'm thinking of, I have a website, courses.co.ke. I'm thinking of, okay, maybe creating training content, say for example on data entry, and then of course publishing it, or having it on a central place like courses.co.ke. So just stick around for that. I'm working on it as we speak. So every skill that we are going to talk about today, I want to make sure that we have training materials on it on courses.co.ke. So let's get right to it. So the most voted skill was data entry. Now, so let's get right to it. What is it about? Like, why is it that everyone is going after this skill? I guess it's because it's being touted as the easiest way to make money online. But as you will see later on, I don't think this is the case, because I think we are misled. We've been misled that this is the easiest. Well, because it is the easiest, because most of the time you're just supposed to maybe transfer files or transfer data from Google Sheet to something to PDF, or from PDF or Fiverr, or vice versa, that is. But as you will see, it might not be actually the right thing for you to do. So what's it about? So this is about, meticulously inputting information into various systems like spreadsheets, databases, or specialized software. So it's just like that. You enter data into a system, a file or something, or you change a file or data from this file to this file. So it's just that easy. Now, to get into this market, or to be a proficient data entry specialist, there are some of the skills that you need. The first one is you need to be fast when it comes to typing, and not only fast, you have to be accurate also. So if you have some shaky hands, I don't think this is for you. Also, you need to have attention to detail. You need to be comfortable with data management tools, because remember, these people or your clients will be asking you, okay, I want you to use Google Excel. Do we have Google Excel? It's Google Sheets, but of course we have Excel, Microsoft Excels. You need to use Microsoft Excel maybe to manipulate some data, and if you are not comfortable with that, you won't be getting any work done. So those are some of the skills. Be fast when it comes to typing, have attention to detail, and of course have some comfort with working with some management or data management tools. Of course, nowadays we have AI, but of course, it doesn't really matter whether we have AI or we don't, because if you don't know how to use AI to get what you want, of course, it will be useless. But I realize that AI actually is kind of dangerous when it comes to someone who doesn't know what the end result should look like. So if you're asking it to draw you a car and you don't know what the car looks like, you will accept any drawing that it gives you, yeah, whether it's a car or not. So yeah, that's it. So data entry is not for everyone. That's what I mentioned. It's for guys who are retail oriented and who enjoy structured work and have strong keyboard skills. So if you don't know how to type fast, if you don't have that attention to detail, and if you're not comfortable working with softwares that handles information, this is not a field for you. But if you have that, let me show you how to find clients. So most of the time you will find these clients on Upwork or Fiverr. So if you go to Upwork, find jobs there. But what I've realized is that most of the jobs that you find on either Fiverr or not even Fiverr, because you realize on Fiverr you're kind of advertising yourself, but when it comes to Upwork, you kind of have to bid on a job that someone else has created, and that's where scamming comes in. So one of them is, of course, we've said, is to go to Upwork, but I want to show you. So let's talk about all the other ones, and then I'll show you something about this. Job boards. So you can go to a place like LinkedIn, and you can so you can go to Google and search for data entry jobs like that, and then it will give you a list of information. As you can see, this one, a Salesforce data entry intern. We have jobs here also. So you can look at it. If you look at here, these guys are hiring to date. Okay, universal giving is award winning non-profit. Okay, I don't really know, so I wouldn't trust actually these kind of jobs that these guys are giving. But of course, yeah. So that's just one of the ways, but be wary of these things, because that's how you get scammed quickly. Now on Upwork, as you can see, we have jobs here: data analyst and lead assistants, looking for Filipinos to participate. Okay, needed for web research and data entry. So as you can see, these guys are looking for Arabic speakers, product listing, and there's a clean up contact database. Okay, and $5 for 1 minute of work, give opinions about products. So access to ePay listing tools, import Etsy reviews into Harvey reviews. So let's look at this job. So what I would when, for example, if you're looking for data entry jobs on Upwork, what I would be wary of, or before you apply, make sure that the guy posting has already spent money on Upwork. That means they've hired someone. As you can see, these guys, they've spent around $19,000, and they pay an average of $13. That's almost $14 an average per hour. Yeah, so these guys looks legit. Yeah, they look legit. So I would apply it to this if I were you. Yeah. And as you can see, the experience level they are looking for intermediate. So you don't have to be an expert to apply to this, but you should also be careful because there are a lot of scams inside this platform. Especially there's someone I've seen, especially when it comes to data entry, someone is asking, okay, I want you to download this file, and you translate it to your language, and then they will ask you to text them on Telegram, and that's a red flag. So number one, if you go to Upwork and someone is asking you to text them outside the platform, never do that. Just know that that guy is trying to scam you. Never text anyone outside of Upwork. Yeah, never do that. That's how you get scammed easily. Now the average pay of this is $15 to $25 per hour, and often your pay is tied to your speed and your accurate. So remember, you're working with data here. So the faster you deliver good work, the more money you make. Yeah. But as we've seen, the client that we looked at here was paying around $14 per hour. Let's look at this one. So last feud, they have 30 hires. These guys have been active since 2021. So look at that also. How long have they been on the platform? They've spent less, yeah, which is it's kind of a red flag, because if they've been here that long, why aren't they spending a lot of money? These guys also have spent a lot less, and they have a lot of, they've hired a lot of guys. So I don't know, I would apply to this and see how it goes, but of course be careful. Now the next highest skill that was voted was virtual assistant. So virtual assistant is kind of, just think of it as a normal assistant, but instead of sitting at an office somewhere, you're sitting at your home, in your living room, assisting someone busy somewhere. So it can either be an entrepreneur, you're assisting a CEO, something like that. So you will be supporting busy professionals or businesses with tasks like scheduling, email management, research, social media, and more. Yeah, so you will be doing this. So if you know anything about, for example, email, replying emails, so you'll be doing things like helping a CEO, for example, reply to their emails, schedule their day-to-day calendar while working from home. Now, to do this, you need the normal assistant skill, like, for example, organization, stellar communication, adaptability, and ability to quickly learn new tools and processes. Because remember, most of the clients that you'll be working with already have access to some of the specialized tools that they will be using to run their business. So maybe they'll be using MailChimp on the other firm, and then the other one is using Aweber. So those are the tools that you can use to manage emails, for example. Or they will be using Calendly to schedule their day-to-day whatever's. So you need to learn, you need to know how to quickly learn these tools. Yeah. Now, is virtual assistant for everyone? No. Now, it is for you if you feel like you're a self-starter and you thrive on variety, like you thrive on very many things, you enjoy helping others, and you have a knack for problem solving. So if you have those skills, or if you have those qualities, you can be a very good virtual assistant. If you have those skills, this is how you find your clients. So while looking at this guy, I noticed virtual assistant also and data entry. Was it this one? Anyway, so the same thing. If you are looking for jobs, you can find them on freelance platforms, virtual assistant agencies, and networking in online communities. So because I want to talk about this, I want to talk about virtual assistant agencies. So these are agencies that work on outsourcing. So I'm sure you've seen these agencies that hire out, say, nannies. Yeah, so we also have agencies that deal with hiring out virtual assistants. Yeah, so you need to if you want to get hired as a virtual assistant, try to get into such agencies. So we can look at here top 10 VA companies in Kenya. let's look at it. We have these companies that are that are VA companies in Kenya: Enabled VA, Trace Virtual Assistant, Impact Outsourcing, Outsource Kenya, Virtual Co, all of these. So these are the top 10 virtual companies in Kenya that you can join, of course. And then let's look at VMA. So VMA is a company located in Nairobi, Kenya that offers virtual assistant services. It provides assistance for entrepreneurs, professional and small teams. They provide premium, passionate virtual assistant, highlights personalized. So this is the company itself. Yeah, this is the company. So if you are a virtual assistant, these are the guys that you can talk to. They hire you. They add you to their database, and then of course they'll be sending you jobs once in a while. So of course the pricing. So just look for the email. So if you are the guy, you can come here, okay, and then fill in this form and send them, and I guess that's how they will get in touch. These guys are charging a lot of money actually. Can you imagine $200 per month, 12 hours of work? That's 26,000. So that's how much they are charging their clients. So these are the guys that I would talk to. I'd leave a link in the description to this article that you can look at it, and of course consider signing up to get these kind of jobs. Now the range of pay is around $15 to $40 per hour. So how much actually you get paid is influenced by your experience and the complexity of work. So if your work is just to reply emails, of course you're not going to get paid top dollar, because there's nothing much that goes into that. You get the idea. But if you're assisting an entrepreneur, maybe to do some market research, there are some complexities that come with that, such a work, yeah, such a task. So of course it will also reflect in your monthly pay. Let's look at the third most popular job or skill voted on our group, and that's web developer. Your job involves designing, building and maintaining websites. Yeah, so remember, the entire internet, the thing that even as you are watching this video either on YouTube, TikTok or wherever, you are watching it on a website. Somehow I always joke that we sometimes forget that a platform like youtube.com is a website. Yeah, a platform like facebook.com is a website. We most of the time forget that. Facebook, twitter.com is a website. WhatsApp, I don't know if it's a website, but no, WhatsApp, I don't think it's a website. It's an application, right? Yeah. So there's someone tasked with designing, building, and of course maintaining the website that we are on. Either your website, the website that you're using right now, or a business website. Yeah, so that's your work. Your work will be design, build and maintain. Now for you to do that, to design, build and maintain, there are some of the languages, because remember, a website is made up of code. So that code include HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Yeah, so these are foundation of a website. Now you might also need to specialize in front end. That's the user interface. What you are looking at when you go to a website, when you load a website, what you're looking at is what we call the UI, the user interface. And you can specialize in that as a web developer, in that your only work is just to figure out how to make it beautiful for the user. That's it. Make sure that whenever a user comes to site, they see something beautiful. So you can say, I'm a front-end developer. Now there is the back-end developer. When you click a button to request maybe something, to download a file, there's some magic that happens behind, and that's what we call the backend or the functionality of website. If you are playing a game on a website, there is a backend of it that powers that website, that game you're doing or watching that video. There's a functionality, there's a function that powers it, and that's what you call the backend. Now you can also specialize as someone who only deals with the backend of a website, and that's what you hear guys saying, okay, I'm a backend developer. Or you can become a full stack developer. Full stack developer means you deal both with the front end and the back end. You develop the functions or the functionality of a web application, and then you also develop the UI, the user interface. You also influence how the users will interact with those functions that you've created. Now, who is this for? I know it sounds really hard, but web development is for you if you are a logical thinker and you who loves solving problems, and you are fascinated by how technology works. That is it. If you look at a website and you're like, oh man, that feature looks really cool, I would love to know how they achieved that, web development might for you. And also you need to be logical. Logical means that you need to think about a problem in a step-by-step manner. Remember, coding, if you can't just expect it to code ABC and expect it to figure out the CD unless you're using AI. Yeah, but remember, you need to be a logical thinker who loves solving problems, and of course be fascinated with how technology works. With that, they are kind of enough to get you into learning more other things, of course. Now, how do you find clients? So we've already looked at say you can find clients on freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, and of course we've looked at those. Yeah, now before you do that, you need to build an impressive portfolio. Yeah, so a portfolio is a collection of your work. Yeah, so let me show you an example of so I'm going to give you an example of web developer portfolio. So here it is already. Yeah, 25. So we've seen here 25 web developer portfolio examples for top developers. So let's look at these guys. Simon. So these guys are web developer, and as you can see here, we have his website, and it looks really cool. Look at the car. If I was actually hiring a web developer, of course, man, I would hire that guy. I love the functionality. So you need a central place that showcases what you've done before. Yeah, that's your portfolio, because remember, the client doesn't even know you. So they need to look at, okay, before I hire you, I need to trust that you're going to deliver on this. Yeah. Then, of course, once you have a portfolio, now the next thing is to network with with development agencies. So we have there are a ton of web development agencies that you can start to talk to, especially if you're starting out. But remember, you need that portfolio first. So to get that portfolio, you can start just get your friends, okay, who needs a website? I'll just design that website for you for free, and in return you allow me to showcase it as my portfolio, or in my portfolio. That's it. The next thing, of course, is now to network. Let's go talk to these web development agencies and be like, you know what, guys, this is what I do, these are my skills, and I want you guys to give me work, for example, and that's it. And the pay is around $25 to $100 per hour. That's really much, and remember, it's based on experience and location. So if you're in Kenya, I don't think you're going to make much, but if you get, or for example, if you get a local client or a Kenyan client, they won't be paid much. Of course, it will be much in Kenyan standards, but if you compare it to, for example, a UK or US or Australian, Canadian client, they'll be paying a lot for that. Another job is graphic designer. So graphic designer is someone that deals with visual elements to communicate ideas. For example, someone who wants a logo, website layouts, advertisements, ads, all of that, they can talk to a graphic designer. Now, if you want to get into this industry, you need to have strong software skills. For example, you need to understand how to use Adobe Suite, that things like Adobe Photoshop, Corel Draw, to design these graphics. You also need to understand color theory, typography, and of course visual hierarchy. So I'm going to admit I don't know what those are. I think as a marketer, I kind of understand what color theory is. I understand what typography is, but visual hierarchy, I think I have a little clue what that is. But those are some of the skills that you need to be a graphic designer. Now, who is this for? Yeah, so if you have the following, graphic design could be for you. If you are a creative individual, with a keen eye for design and passion for visual storytelling. So, number one, you have to be creative, remember. Number two, you have keen eye on design. And number three, you have this passion, something burning inside you that you want to get into visual storytelling. Yeah, remember, you can use visuals to tell a story. So if you have that kind of passion, you like drawing cartoons once in a while, when you were in high school, you would just find a space in your book and scribble down, doodles down, then graphic design is for you. Now, to find clients, of course, freelance platform, but remember, you need to build a portfolio. So a portfolio is exactly the same thing as we talked about when it comes to finding clients for web development. Remember, you need the clients that you will be talking to don't know your work. They don't understand who you are. They don't know you. So you need a way to sell yourself. So as a graphic designer, if you're starting out and you don't already have work, what you need to do is find people who you can work for free. Say 3 people. Create logos for them, create social media posts for them, and then compile that into a portfolio. Yeah, compile that into a portfolio, and then now you can now start networking in the design communities, and of course outreach to local businesses. So the issue way, once you have your portfolio, the next thing that you need to do is go to a local business around you, a supermarket for example, and then tell them, okay guys, this is what I do. These are some of the logos that I've done previously. I can help redesign your logo for this much amount of money. That's the best way to do. From there, now you can start going online, build a website for yourself, create logos, and then go to Facebook and start advertising your business. So it's that easy. And as you can see, the money is really good, $20 to $75 per hour. Of course, depending on one, your experience, and number two, the complexity of the project. Of course, you won't be paid the same if you are creating, for example, social media posts. Is not the same pay as creating, for example, a proposal or a visual branding, whatever, or website layout, things like those. So website layout is if before actually a web developer starts developing the website, they have to have a visual first. They have to know what goes where, what goes here, there, and that, right? Where the patterns will go, where the hero image will go, where the menu will go. So that's where graphic designer comes in. So if you get such jobs, if you pair yourself with a web developer, you won't miss work. Yeah, so just go talk to a web developer, be like, guy, you know what, I'm a graphic designer, I can be helping you create wireframes for your site, for any site you develop, and in return, such things, you forward me clients next time. And the same thing, if you are a web developer, talk to a graphic designer. If you find someone who is looking for logos or other social media posts, kind of forward them to me, and I will give you a commission or something like that. Yeah. Another job that afforded a lot is online tutoring. So it is kind of self-explanatory. So if as an online tutor, your work is just to share your knowledge, the knowledge that you have around a subject online. So think of this as a teacher, but you're teaching through the internet. Yeah. So your work will be to share your knowledge, have the students remotely. So you can be sitting at your home and you're talking to students, for example, say you're in Nairobi, you're teaching students in Eldoret, you're teaching students in Mombasa. If you are in Mombasa, actually in the pitch, and you're talking to students, say in Nakuru and something like that. Yeah. So it can either be you're teaching students one-on-one or a group. Yeah, or a groups. Now, the skills you need to get into this is mastery of a subject area. Number 2, you need patience, and number 3, you need ability to break down complex concepts, and of course, you need to be comfortable with online teaching platforms. But I'm going to focus on this mastery of your subject area. If you say you're teaching math, you need actually to be a math whiz, not someone who is guessing. If you're good with geography, if you're good with physics, if you're good with, say, history, you need actually to be a whiz. You need to know what you're talking about, because remember, if you want to make money here, you need your students need to pass. They need to excel. They need to feel that they've learned something from you, otherwise they won't come. They'll pay you today, yes, but tomorrow they won't be coming back. And remember, money is made when they come back. Yeah, so make sure you master your subject area. Now, this skill is for anyone who loves teaching. Number 1, you have deep expertise in a subject, you understand a subject, or you have a special way of understanding a subject better, and you're comfortable communicating through video. Remember, this is online. So if you are this kind of a guy, I'm like, I'm shy, I'm camera shy, I'm sorry, this is not for you. So if you're camera shy, this is for you. You also need to love teaching, yeah, and you need to have expertise in a subject. Now, to find clients, so you can do tutoring platforms, advertise locally, or contact schools offering online programs. Yeah, so those are the skills, but I'm going to teach you one. First, the easier way to find clients as an online tutor is to talk to parents that are your friends. Of course, remember, these parents, they have kids, because they are parents, so they have a kid, school going kid. So if you understand physics, for example, if I understand physics, I would talk to parents that are my friends or family friends, be like, hey, I have a special way that I can help your kids learn physics better. Now, this is my arrangement. I'll be charging around 1,000 per hour to teach your kids for 3 hours daily, or for 3 hours weekly, 3 hours monthly, whichever your arrangement. That's the usual way to get this to work. Talk to parents from where you are first, and once they've seen your fruits of your work, they will start bringing in other parents, and that's easily how you get into this. Remember, you can charge around $20 to $50 per hour based on the subject and your level of experience. So especially if you're someone known as academic quiz, you can charge more. Yeah, you can charge more, around 2,000 per hour to, I don't know, whichever. Another job that you can do online, and what's for that number 3rd last, is social media manager. So that's exactly how it sounds. So this guy, your job is to create a business online presence. You need to create engaging content, interact with followers, and analyze results. It's that simple. As a social media manager, remember, these businesses, they know they should be for example, on TikTok, they should be posting on TikTok, but they don't have time. So if you understand how TikTok works, if you understand how Facebook works, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, if you understand how these platforms work, you can go to this business and be like, hey, man, I've seen that your business can really benefit by being on, by posting on TikTok, for example. But the issue is you are not doing that, so you're missing out on sales. But I have a solution. I can help you post on these platforms. Number one, post. Number two, reply to comments. Number three, engage with your followers and all that, answer questions, any of that. And in return, you pay me around $20 to $50 per hour. Because in Kenyan setting, I don't think you'll be paid per hour. You can say you pay me this amount per week or this amount per month. So it's that simple. It's that simple. So later I'll show you how you get clients. The skills that you need to get into this is you need to know, you need to have a deeper knowledge on major social media platforms. Number two, you need to know to have content creation skills. So that involves writing and creating images, and you need to understand analytics, and you need to have good communication skills. But the major thing that you need here is to understand how social media platforms work. You need to understand how, for example, TikTok works, why certain posts get more views while others don't, how to make posts get more likes on Instagram, for example. You need to understand how this algorithm works. Another thing now, once you know how these platforms work, is of course to figure out the content creation bit. Yeah, remember, you'll be creating posts for this on behalf of these clients, so you need to know that. Once you know that, now you need to understand how to read analytics, because remember, TikTok, for example, have their own analytics. YouTube have their own analytics. Instagram the same, and Facebook. So you need to know, okay, what is this analytic giving me? Like when you get a post with many shares but less comments, what does that tell you? If you get a post with more likes but less comments, what does that tell you? You know, so you need to understand such things. Now, social media managing is for you if you like or you love staying on top of internet trends, you enjoy interacting with people, and you know you have this a bit of storytelling, creative storytelling. So if you know how to tell interesting stories, social media managing is for you. Now, how do you find clients? So of course you can, if you want to go international, use platforms, yeah, but the best thing that you can start to gain confidence is to start locally. So this is what you need to do first. Go to Facebook, for example, look at businesses that are around you and look at how often do they post on Facebook. So if you look at, okay, they've last posted last year, maybe December, November, September last year, hit them, find their phone number, call, ask for maybe marketing manager if there is one, or go to LinkedIn, talk to their marketing manager and be like, hey, I realize that you're not active, or you guys haven't been posting that actively on Facebook, and actually you can compare them to a competitor and be like, hey, your competitor B is doing this while you guys are not doing, so you're missing out. So this is what I can do, and then you lay out how you can help them manage their platforms, all that, and what's in it for them. And remember, you can charge around $20 to $50 per hour. But remember, if you are talking about local, as I said earlier, you can charge either weekly or monthly. That's it. Yeah. And remember, you can have more than one client. Another job that you can be doing, or skill, that guys in my WhatsApp group were more interested in, was SEO optimizer. So the work of an SEO optimizer is to improve websites ranking on search engines like Google, so it gets more traffic. Yeah, so SEO stands for search engine optimization. So here you're making sure that your website is well placed so that whenever people search for things related to that website shows up on the top. So for example, when I went and searched for example of a web developer portfolio, these guys showed up: Hostinja, then Screambar, and Upwork. So based on these three, I can say that these guys are doing a good job optimizing this page, this exact page to show up whenever someone searches for web developer portfolio. You get the idea? So your job as a web or as a SEO optimizer is to find a keyword, which is this, and optimize a page which can be like this, so that whenever someone searches that keyword, your page shows up on the top. Remember, it's been found that the top results, that's number one, gets more clicks than this. So the more, the less you go down, or the more you go down, the less clicks they get. And that's exactly why people want to rank number one on Google. It's because to get traffic. So for you to be these guys, SEO optimizer, you need to understand keyword research, content optimization, understand technical SEO factors, and you need to familiarize yourself with analytics tools. So let me take you step by step what this means. Number one, keyword research. So I told you keyword. So keyword is this. This is what people type into Google when they are looking for information. Yeah. So for example, if I was looking for best phones in Kenya, for example, so this is a keyword. Yeah, this is a keyword. Now, as an SEO optimizer, you need to know how to look for this specific keyword, how to find keywords, or how to find things people are, or keywords that people are typing into search engines when they are looking for information related to your website. And to do that, there are some tools that you can use, like I love this keywordtool.io. We have other ones like Ahrefs. These guys allows you to do free keyword ideas, analysis or research. Also, we have what do they call this guy, Ubersuggest. So Ubersuggest also is another tool that you can use to do keyword research. Yeah. So once you found the keyword, you need to know how to optimize that keyword, or how to incorporate those keywords on the content. Yeah, on the content. And once you know how to, once you've done that, you need to understand technical. So there is the soft bit of SEO optimization. That is, you just make sure that you've repeated that keyword a number of times. So if we search for example, in this website, we search for portfolio, we'll see that they've talked about it a lot of time. As you can see, 69 times. Now let's look at web developer portfolio. They've talked about it 29 times. Yeah, they've talked about the 29 times. So that's the soft bit, that's the content optimization bit of it. As you can see, they've repeated that keyword a lot of times, and it is on the URL, it is on the title, all that. And if we look at this image, I'm sure it is on the text also. As you can see, with developer portfolios, that's the bit of optimization. Yeah. But there is now the technical. The technical is what you won't see. For example, if we look at there is the backlink, how many links are pointing to this page? Yeah, how many links are pointing to this page? How fast does this page load? Because remember, that will also influence whether you rank number one for that keyword that you're targeting. So there's all of that, and then of course you need to familiarize yourself with analytic tools. Now, is SEO optimization for you? So it is for you if you are an analytical individual and you enjoy the challenge of driving results. Because remember, whenever someone hires you to help them optimize their website for SEO, They want results. They want to see clicks, they want to see traffic, they want to see sales. So you need to be someone who enjoys that challenge, that drive results, and you need to be fascinated with how search engine works. So you need to actually understand how Google ranks pages, how Google ranks websites. So you need to know that. The other thing is to find clients. The best thing is to pitch your services to local clients. So it's very easy. So for example, of course, I once in a while do SEO. I do SEO for my own website. As you can see, I own this website, font.co.ke, and as you can see, I rank around number 4 for these keyword best fonts in Kenya. So if I was selling these services, I would go to these guys. For example, these guys who rank down here. Let's look at this one, Font Store Kenya. So these guys, they rank on page 2 for these keyword best fonts in Kenya. I could talk to them and be like, hey, I can help you rank number 1 for this keyword. But this is how much I charge. I charge around 50,000 Kenya shillings per month to help you rank number 1 on Google for this keyword. So that's the best way to get these guys. Show them results. Be like, hey, I have helped, say, these guys rank for this keyword, and they rank number 1 on Google for that keyword. I can do the same for you. It's that simple. But remember, also you need a portfolio because these guys, they want to see results. So you need to have a central place that you share what you've done. So you can be writing case studies. I helped company A in, for example, agribusiness website to get this traffic per month through Google. I helped company P get this and all that. And the pay is around $25 to $75 per hour. But of course, this is if you're dealing with international clients. But if you're talking local clients, charge per month or per week. So whichever. So the last idea that was less voted for was bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is about maintaining accurate financial records for businesses or individuals. So this involves tracking income, expenses, and creating financial reports. So a good example that I can think of is helping people, for example, file for their returns. So that's kind of bookkeeping that I can think of, but it goes deeper than that. So you can help people keep track of their income, expenses, or create financial reports. Especially, I think these financial reports can kind of become a really good thing. So if you're someone who understands accounting principles, you're proficient with bookkeeping softwares like QuickBooks, Trello, you have organization skills, and you have attention to detail, you can be making around $20 to $40 per hour as a bookkeeper. Yeah, but how do you get these clients? The first thing is you can go to Google, search for bookkeeping jobs, say in Kenya, and as you can see, we have these guys hiring accounting assistant, radiology remote, junior accountant, tax accountant, all that. As you can see, we have 88 bookkeeper jobs in Kenya, or that bookkeeper jobs in Kenya at myjobmark.co.ke. So that's how you can find jobs. But the best thing that you can do is talk to a business online or a local business in your place and be like, guys, I can help you be generating monthly financial reports for this amount of money. So it's really easy. If you have accounting skills, don't wait for people to hire you. Go to them and be like, I can be helping you do this and this. So figure out what they are struggling with. If they are struggling with generating, say, consistent sales or P&L, that's profit and loss reports per month, figure out how you can help them do that and how much you can charge for that. Yeah, so this amount that is $20 to $40 per hour, you can charge that if you're working with an international client. But of course, Kenya, I don't think you're paid per hour. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, so that's just for formalities, you know, and all that. So remember also, you can charge more if you are experienced, especially if you have this certification or CPA, whatever that. So if you have that, you can charge more. Yes, so that's it, guys. Those are the 8 skills that were voted the most. Yeah, and that, guys, I hope this video has helped you, point you in the right direction. Yeah, I hope this has helped you really point you in the right direction and figure out what you need to do, you know, to be making your money online. So of course, let me know in the comments what you think about these ideas. Which one would you want to see more next? And of course, remember, I've said that I'll be creating a curated specific. For example, I'll be creating courses. I'll be publishing courses mostly, for example, on how to become a social media manager on courses.co.ke. So make sure you've signed up on that website, create an account, and you will be notified when that comes up. Bye.